Hello everybody, I am Flame, and welcome to a new series on my channel called I have extreme ADHD burnout and games don't hold my interest that well, so you're getting this instead. It'll get a better actual explanation later, or title, sorry, later, but basically it's just a series in which I do whatever I want, whenever I want, because ADHD is kicking my and I don't really know what to do about it. So I am in need of dopamine, and dopamine is doing tier lists, apparently. So this is every single Akuma, and from the show Miraculous, Tales of Ladybug and Noir, and I'm going to be ranking them via their reasoning behind their akumatization. Um, as you can see, there's a lot. It's all of the Akumas up until the Miraculized of the season 5 finale. So if you haven't already seen it, I recommend you actually go watch the season 5 finale first, because there's going to be some spoilers. But if you want to just watch until I get to that point, then go ahead. I'm not going to stop you. But these are in the rough order of their episodes, it looks like. So I'm just going to be going in order of how they are laid out. Besides that, let's just jump into it. So first up, we have Stormy Weather, Aurora Boreal. She was akumatized, at least the first time, because she lost a weather competition to another person, like, extremely badly, and I think even the MC kind of was like, you only lost by half. Yeah, he said you only lost by 500,000 points. So I get it. I totally get it. I also didn't go over my categories, but we have 100% valid. Totally get it. Seriously, get over it. That's pathetic. And Mr. Pigeon. But so I'm gonna put it in totally get it. I mean, I totally understand why she got akumatized. I still think she got way too upset about it. But like her akumatization is still completely valid. Mr. Pigeon, he was akumatized 72 times because people were upsetting his pigeons. I mean, it wasn't the exact same reason every single time, but yeah, he gets his own special category. Who knows? Maybe I'll find someone who deserves to be with him, but whatever. But Mr. Pigeon. Now, the Bubbler. So, Nina Lahif was originally akumatized because Adrian's dad, Gabriel, was not letting him throw a party for his birthday. And, like, seriously, like, okay, this is very middle of the road. Like, on one hand, completely understand. On the other hand, he went from just being upset at Gabriel to being upset at all adults and put them all in bubbles into the sky. So, you know, yeah, he deserves that's a good category for him. Next we have Timebreaker. I also totally get it. So Alex Kubdel was akumatized the first time because her family heirloom was destroyed because she had entrusted it to her friends to watch over it while she did her race. And I get it. I don't know if actually, now that I think about it, I don't know if they're going to be for all of them. So I guess I'm just going to go with the first time they were akumatized. Just because Stormy Weather and Timebreaker were both akumatized twice. The second time Stormy Weather was akumatized would probably be in Get Over It. The second time Timebreaker was akumatized probably also would be in Get Over It. But I'm going to go with their first time just because I think that's going to be easier. Next is Copycat. And honestly, pathetic. Super, super pathetic. Copycat, or Theo Barbeau, I believe is how you pronounce his last name, was akumatized because Ladybug didn't show up to the statue unveiling that he made for them, and also because he was under the impression that she and Cat Noir were in a relationship. He's an adult. She's 14. Enough said. We're moving on to Pharaoh. Pharaoh, aka Jali Kubdel, was akumatized because his father was like upset at him because he didn't let him like work with the papyrus and the staff to try to bring back Nefertiti, because he thought he found the way the immortality through the Egyptian exhibit, and that's pathetic. Get over it, my guy. Like, come on, really? There's so many better reasons for why you would have gotten akumatized. Lady Wi-Fi, Alia Cesare was akumatized because she was under the impression that Chloe Bourgeois was Ladybug, and she tried to expose her, and then Chloe got her akumatized, or not akumatized, expelled. I mean, she got her akumatized too, but expelled. That's actually kind of hard, because on one hand, like, I kind of get it, but on the other hand, just kind of get over it. She wasn't even actually expelled. She was suspended for a week. She doesn't get over it, because, like, I get it at the same time, but come on. There are so many better reasons to get akumatized. The illustrator, Nathaniel Kurtzberg, was akumatized because, Chloe exposed his crush to Marinette. Yeah, sorry. I love Nathaniel, but that's kind of pathetic. Roger Kopp was akumatized because the mayor fired him on the spot, which I don't actually know if a mayor has the power to do that. Still kind of pathetic, in my opinion. Yeah. Roger Regenbree's kind of just a pathetic person overall. It doesn't matter. We're moving on. Dark Cupid. Le Chen Kim was akumatized because Chloe rejected him. I don't know why he even had a crush on Chloe in the first place. She was horrible when he did. And, like, even when we saw, like, the backstory of him having a crush on her, like, originally, like, it was pathetic. Horrificator. I totally get it. See, that's the thing. Like, a lot of people want to complain that Mylène Haprel is just this, like, baby, oh, blah, 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 whatever. I don't care. I don't care what you say about Mylène. Mylène is an amazing person. She just has a lot of self-esteem issues, a lot of anxiety, and for that, I totally understand. Now, was her actual reasoning to get akumatized a little less? Yes, but I think that for the same reason as what I just said, she has a lot of anxiety and stuff, so she's gonna obviously not be, like, okay. So her akumatization, I totally get it. Actually, you know what? 100% valid. I think hers is, like, probably one of, if not the most valid, like, akumatizations of the first season. Darkblade, also very pathetic. So, Darkblade, his name, I don't remember his name, actually, but it doesn't matter. Darkblade was akumatized because the news was pestering him after he lost, to Andre Bourgeois in the mayoral elections. I can't speak. It's just pathetic. It's super, 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 super pathetic. The mime, he was akumatized because he was kicked out of his mime troupe because his understudy wanted the spot, so he pretended that their moving spot had moved. Get over it. It's not pathetic, because, like, he lost his spot to be a star, but, like, still, that's not really a good reason to get akumatized. Like, come on. Eufrecta, Julika Kuvain, is also going in 100% valid. She also has anxiety, specifically social anxiety, and she was akumatized because Chloe locked her in a bathroom and continued her curse of not having photos taken of her. Like, I know that's kind of weird, but, like, totally valid. I was like, because the thing is, her akumatization, 100%, I get it. I totally get it. And it's 100% valid. I like, completely understand. Like, it makes sense. She has anxiety. Her photo curse was continued to be brought on. Chloe continued to bully her. Like, makes sense in the long run. Gamer, also get over it. It's not as pathetic as these ones, but Gamer, he's just, like, he was akumatized because Marinette beat him in a video game. Actually, you know what? I'm moving him down to that's pathetic. No, he's staying and get over it. Cause like he was working for this champ. He was working to get into this tournament for fucking who knows how long. So yeah, he's gonna go get in good over it because he's not pathetic, but it's still it's not really that great of a reason to get akumatized. Let's see. Simon says, oh, actually, it's Gabriel Agrest's fault. So well, okay, so he was akumatized because Gabriel was, like, not okay. Like, Gabriel... Okay, right. Sorry. I'm sorry. I had to, like, think about it. Simon Says was akumatized because he was not getting a chance to perform in, like, actually show off his talent in a talent show competition kind of thing. So definitely gonna be in a get over it, but that's not pathetic because he was destined to lose because he was given Gabriel Agrest as like a person. Pixelator. Pathetic as hell. Pixelator was akumatized because Jagged Stone like banished him, basically, like said go away. So yeah. Kung Food is gonna go in seriously just because like his akumatization wasn't like the reasoning behind it was because Chloe had of course sabotaged his food and no one believed him because they're racist. There's a lot of racism in Miraculous. Anyway, Kung Food, you know what, actually I'm gonna go up because he was sabotaged and no one believed him and it was lame, it was dumb. They should have believed him. Puppeteer, because her mom took away a doll that Marinette gave her. Okay, I get it though, she's a child, but still, seriously, I'm putting her in seriously. Animan was akumatized because someone was because Kim and Max were making fun of his panther. Yeah, that's pathetic. Princess Fragrance, I totally get it. Rose Laviant was akumatized because Chloe ripped up her letter and was making fun of her the entire time. There was a lot of like build up to that, but that was like the catalyst for her akumatization. Yeah, definitely up and totally get it. Guitar Villain, Jagged Stone was akumatized because Bob Roth, his manager, was wanting him to work with XY, and Jagged didn't want to. I don't remember the exact reasoning behind it, but it's a seriously instead of a get over it because like it makes a lot of sense why he's why he's like this, but at the same time like kind of not like great. Get over it. Actually, yeah, get over it. he just had to work with XY. I know he wanted to keep his like music the same and stuff, but still. Vanisher was akumatized because she got into a fight with Chloe. So Sabrina Rancompre was akumatized because she got into a fight with Chloe and Chloe said that she was invisible, which is why she's invisible. Which seems like a kind of a punch in the throat from Hawkmoth's standpoint. But I get it. Actually, it's completely valid. Sabrina's put everything into being a good person to Chloe, being her friend and everything. Yeah, it's completely valid. Antibug, also 100% valid. Like, okay, well, I don't care what you have to say about Chloe. I'm gonna be a Chloe apologist to the very end. But the thing is, Chloe's akumatization into Antibug just makes so much sense because the only person that Chloe had any ability to look up to was Ladybug, and then Ladybug just completely abandoned her because of her feelings towards Chloe as Marinette. So 100% valid, totally understand. Stoneheart was Ivan Burrell was akumatized because because Kim was making fun of him. That's pathetic. I'm sorry. I love Ivan. No, I'm gonna put him in good over it because, come on, I love him too much. I love him so much, but he is just a big giant teddy bear, and so I'm not putting him in pathetic. But that's still like kind of a he should not have gotten that upset with it. Volpina was akumatized because Ladybug had called her out. it's pathetic, to be honest. Her first akumatization, that's pathetic. But all of her subsequent akumas, I guess, would be 100% valid. Just because it's hard to say. Let's see. Santa Claus. Okay, so Santa Claus is a man who dresses up as Santa to bring joy to those around him. Because Santa does not exist in the Miraculous universe, even though people want to say he does. I thought so too at first, but he doesn't. Santa Claus, was the Christmas special that takes place in between season 1 and season 2. Which actually doesn't make sense, really, but whatever. He was akumatized because people were because Gabriel and Ladybug thought he kidnapped Adrian, which wasn't true. He literally brought him back home. But like I still get it. He's just a guy that dresses up as Santa that was akumatized because people were angry at him. The collector, well, okay. I mean, see, the thing is, I'm gonna do the collector as if he isn't Hawkmoth, because like the reasoning behind collector's quote-unquote akumatization, or like the quote-unquote reason, is because his book of inspiration was abandoned, and that's just pathetic. That's so pathetic. I just like, I might be a little bit biased, but it's still pathetic even if he weren't Hawkmoth, you know? Despair Bear? No, it's valid. Armand, who is the butler for the bourgeois family, who, yes, his name is Armand, it's not Jean something. He was akumatized at once Chloe fired him for just trying to help. And like on one hand, it's kind of pathetic, but on the other hand, he's been putting up with the bourgeois family for so long, for so many years. Yeah, it's valid. I totally understand. Prime Queen, Naughty Shamak, if you know why. Basically, long story short, she was akumatized because she was trying to get a story out of Ladybug and Cat Noir to get her show on primetime, and she did not. She lost it because Ladybug and Cat Noir were upset at her, which rightfully so. She's pathetic. Repost. 100% valid. Kagami Tsurugi was akumatized. Repost was akumatized because she lost to a fencing match against Adrian, and by doing so would have brought quote-unquote great shame to her family, which rightfully so. We see how bad her mom is in later seasons, but, you know, it makes sense. Bafana is get over it. It's a little pathetic, I won't lie, but at the same time, Marinette had been lying to her the entire time they were hanging out together, and I get it, but like, still get over it. Your daughter just wanted to make you feel happy. It is not your fault that you realized that you had been absent in her life. That's not her fault. Completely not her fault. So yes, get over it. Robustus was akumatized because he was taken away from Max, or Markov, his name is, was taken away from Max, and he was taken away from Max, and he decided, I'm too good for humans, basically. So get over it. Gigantitan. He's gonna go in the same category as Mr. Pigeon. He was just a baby who wanted a lollipop. That was it. He's literally a baby. He's like maybe a few months old. Dark Owl. Again, if you know Dark Owl, it's pathetic. But long story short, he was akumatized because people found out that he was pretending to be a superhero called the Owl. That's pathetic. That's so pathetic. Glaciator was akumatized because Marinette had wanted to, said that his ice cream wasn't magical. Actually, no, that's pathetic. That's pathetic. Sapides were akumatized because they want it's gonna go on seriously because they're children, but they were akumatized because Alia said that they. So these are Alia's little sisters, Ella and Etta. They were akumatized because she said, "No, you can't go to the amusement park or like whatever tomorrow." So they could not go to the amusement park. It's kind of whatever. Gorizilla. Gorizilla was akumatized because he was reprimanded by his boss. Yeah, that's going in pathetic because it's super pathetic. Captain Hard Rock, Anarcha Kufane was akumatized because actually 100% valid. She was given like 10 tickets, most of which were illegal, by a police officer because she was playing her music too loud. So 100% valid. Frightening Gale, get over it. Basically, Chloe had gotten her akumatized because she did not. Frightening Gale did not include Chloe in her music video, so Chloe managed to get her father to shut it all down, which I know she wanted specifically to shoot a music video of Ladybug and Cat Noir in Paris because obviously they are in Paris, but also at the same time, girl. Okay, I fixed the thing, so I'm gonna have to fix it again. But Zombie Zoo, she was akumatized because she wanted. I get it. I get it. She wanted to keep Marinette from getting akumatized, so she protected her. That was basically it. So yeah, like I said, that was it. Siren was akumatized because get over it. The boy you like did not like you back. That's not really a big deal. I'm not gonna go in as in depth to the rest of them as I was, just because it was annoying. Style Queen was akumatized. Why was she akumatized? Oh, because she's pathetic. Queen Wasp, 100% valid. 100% valid. There's nothing you can do to tell me that Queen Wasp's akumatization was not 100% warranted. Troublemaker, I get it. Totally get it. She was akumatized because she was being completely overworked by her boss and was never given a break, and she was only focused on everyone else. And then once she finally was not focused on everyone else, she got akumatized because she finally let her emotions out. Actually, I'm going to put her in 100% valid. Reverser. 100% valid. Nathaniel was super rude to Mark for absolutely no reason. There was no reason for Nathaniel to be as rude to Mark as he was. Especially because it was partially Marinette's fault as well. Anansi, I get it. I don't think it's completely valid as to why she got so angry, but I totally get as to why. Because she just wanted to keep her sister safe. That's not a bad thing. Maledictator, he's pathetic. Actually, he's gonna go on seriously because, like, on one hand, pathetic. But on the other hand, I totally get why. Actually, I totally get why. Because his wife and daughter were trying to leave him, basically. And it was sad. And I felt bad for him. He's fine. Frozer. He's pathetic. His ice rink was being closed down. That's pathetic. Sandboy had a nightmare. He's just a child who had a nightmare. That's it. Catalyst. How do I rank Catalyst? Because she was purposefully akumatized. But, I mean, it was to help Hawkmoth. So, I guess 100% valid. And then the Scarlet Akumas. Ooh, where do I put the Scarlet Akumas? Actually, I'm putting them all in 100% valid. Because... One second. I'm putting the Scarlet Akumas in 100% valid because they were all akumatized, or, well, at least when they were first all akumatized as Scarlet Akumas, was simply due to the fact that they were all under the impression that Ladybug and Noir had been defeated. So, obviously. Chameleon. Oh, Chameleon. Well, okay, she, again, purposefully akumatized herself, so I guess it goes into 100% valid. Just because, like, the reasoning, the Akuma wasn't even attracted to her. It was attracted to Marinette, and then she found it. So yeah, she goes into 100% valid. Back order. Actually, I get it, because she was under the impression that the love of her life, who she had waited over 100 years for, was actually just not a thing. Like, she just thought that he gave up on her, basically. So I get it. Bakerix. He's pathetic. He he got akumatized because he didn't like the way the world was now. He didn't. No. Sorry, that was a different time. That was Simple Man. Bakerix was akumatized because he was upset that he had a granddaughter and granddaughter that he didn't know about because he lost connection with his son. But that's on him. That's pathetic. Animaestro, pathetic. This is a Thomas Asterisk insert. Pathetic. Silencer. Silencer. Silencer was akumatized because... Actually, the catalyst for his akumatization was because Bob Roth had grabbed Marinette and started threatening them. So that... 100% valid. Totally understand. Reflectall. Oh, wait. Their secondary akumatizations are on here. Okay, cool. So Reflecta, when she got akumatized in Season 3 with Reflectall... Actually, no, sorry. Season 4. Oh, wow, we're on Season 4? How are we on Season... No, we're not. Whatever, doesn't matter. When Reflecta was akumatized with the Reflectall, it was because no one was listening to her. 100% valid. Stormy Weather. Get over it. Okay, sorry. Try to fix the actual, like, thing, but it looks a little weird, but there's not really much I can do about that, so sorry. And also sorry that it keeps changing. I finally figured out how to, like, actually make it look good. Anyway, where was I? Stormy Weather 2, that's right. So Stormy Weather 2, get over it. She was akumatized because Chloe was being a bully. Just get over it. She does it all the fucking time. Gamer 2.0 was akumatized because no one wanted to play he's pathetic. He's fucking so pathetic. Chris Master was akumatized because because Marinette had lied to him about being an elf and he wanted it to be Christmas. He's a child though, but still, it's still a get over it. Star Train, also pathetic because if she had literally waited like another hour after she had gotten akumatized, then she would have been fine and she would have seen that she had gotten in. So pathetic. Oni-chan, get over it. Because she was akumatized because Lila had taken a photo of herself kissing Adrian's cheek and then sent it to all of the girls in his contacts. First of all, Lila's a horrible person for that. Second of all, get over it, Kagami. Adrian does not belong to you. Desperada was akumatized because... Actually, it's kind of pathetic. She was akumatized because Jagged had fired her. That's it. There's no other explanation given. Time Tagger... Actually, we don't know why Time Tagger was akumatized. We just know that he was. I'm under the impression that he was caught tagging something, which, okay, I know that sounds so dumb, but his akumatized object was a spray paint can, and he of course is called Time Tagger, so it's likely that he was caught literally illegally spray painting something. So that's pathetic. Actually, I'm gonna put him in Get Over It. Feast, I'm just gonna put Feast down with Mr. Pigeon. There's not really an like Feast is just an Senta monster that was akumatized. So that's all. There's not much more to it. So it was just he was just hungry. Party Crasher is also very pathetic. He was akumatized because he's a fan of Adrian, and he was under the impression that Adrian couldn't have like a party or anything. So Adrian threw a party, and then he got akumatized. He's pathetic, and I'm not gonna try to defend him. I'm sorry. If you like Party Crasher, feel free to try to defend him. I'm not defending him anymore. Call Me Buster, also pathetic because no one believed her about a scientific discovery she made. Actually, I'm gonna put her in Get Over It just because it's not that pathetic, but like at the same time, get over it. Where Dad, because Cat Noir quote unquote broke Marinette's heart. That's pathetic. Your daughter's 14. You don't need to be like this, like against it, you know? Ikari Gozen was akumatized because Kagami disobeyed her. That's pathetic. She's just a terrible person. Puppeteer 2. No one was paying attention to her. Again, she's a child, so she's gonna go up in seriously. Oblivio. So, Oblivio's akumatization was actually because they were, quote-unquote, playing Super Penguino and got caught. There's actually a theory that they were doing something a little not safe for work, and then they were found. That's why Oblivio is just completely devoid of all like characteristics besides Alia and Nino's voices. Now if it was that theory, 100% valid, because getting caught would be super embarrassing. But given that it was Super Penguino, like canonically, it's pathetic. Miraculous was akumatized because again Chloe was being a terrible person, and Miraculous wanted to prove to Sabrina that, Miraculous wanted to prove to Chloe that she was actually like a good person. So she's actually going up in 100% valid. Let's see, Cat Blanc. Yeah, that's 100% valid. I don't even need to talk about him. Punisher's Trio. I get it. I totally get it. The person you thought was your friend, like, being a terrible person, obviously we know it's Felix, but knowing that, like, thinking he was a terrible person, obviously they would get akumatized for it. Heart Hunter, they should have gotten divorced, like, a long time ago. Miracle Queen, also 100% valid. Again, a little bit biased because I'm a Chloe apologist, but Miracle Queen is 100% valid. Truth and Lies. Okay. I think, okay, well actually, I get them both, but they're still a little they're not like 100% valid, because obviously, I know you guys want your partners to actually like pay attention, like to trust you guys, but at the same time, they don't owe you every single tiny little detail about their lives. And that's why they got akumatized. And like, I get it, it hurts, but like, again, I totally get it, but like, it doesn't deserve the 100% valid. Gang of Secrets. Get over it. Well, actually, you're gonna go on seriously, because like, I get it from their standpoint, because their best friend is just not trusting them and lying to them, but also at the same time, like, again, just with the same thing as Truth and Lies, your friend doesn't fucking owe you everything, and they were upset at her for not wanting to confide in them, when sometimes the best thing to do is just to be alone, and they were just not leaving her alone. Obviously, you know why, because she was trying to hide the miracle box, but at the same time, they were just not leaving her alone when Marinette was clearly distressed and wanting them to leave. Mr. Pigeon 72. Anyway, Psychomedian. He wanted to make a comedy, not a comedy, he wanted to make an actual, like, serious drama movie, and because he's a clown, the Bob Roth was like, nah, you're a clown, do what you're good at. So, I get it. Furious Fu was actually only Akuma, well, okay, so, originally the Akuma was going after Suhan, but then Suhan calmed himself down. Then he stole Master Fu's cane, and then Fu got akumatized because he stole his it's kind of pathetic. I won't lie. But, like, get over it. Soul Crusher. She was mad at her sister. Get over it. Like, this is one of the few Akumas that I'm like, get over it, Chloe. Wait, I just realized something. Where's... Oh, these aren't in complete order, because I just realized the Soul Crusher is from Season 5, but Penalty is from Season 4. It doesn't really matter that if they're in order or not. Queen Banana, I actually totally get that one. Chloe was akumatized because everyone was excluding her. Like, I mean, then again, she was also kind of being angry, and so they were rightfully excluding her. So she's gonna be in seriously, because, like, I get it in one hand, but, like, on the other hand, you don't deserve it. The Senti Collector. Oh, right. This is during Gabriel Agrest. Gabriel akumatized his Senti monster to attempt to grab Felix so he would tell him the truth about where his ring was. I mean, okay. I get it. In, like, the idea of why. But, okay. Like I said with the original Collector, going based off the cover story, get over it. I know it's like your only memento from... I get it's like your only memento from your wife, but you're the reason she's dead. So, get over it. Maledictator from Mega Leech. Enough said. Reflector from Goat Trip. 100% valid. All of the reflectors are actually going to go invalid. Crocodile was a situation in which Julik, Anarcha and Jagged were fighting because of their divorce, and she was angry, and Anarcha was angry because Jagged was trying to do something nice for his kids. It's been years. Jagged's been an absent father since they were born, since Luca and Julika were born. There's no reason for them to still be at it. But I'm not gonna put it in pathetic, because, like, I get it. Style Queen and Optigami, pathetic. Like, you're the one who's constantly, like, fucking doing all this stuff in order to make yourself look good, and then you got exposed, and now you're mad about it. Go away. Glaciator 2. Glaciator was akumatized the second time because... Actually, yeah, it's pathetic. He was akumatized because he was under the impression that, wasn't it because Marinette and Cat Noir were hanging out, and he was like, oh my god, my OTP, it's not coming true. Yeah, he's pathetic. Robustus and Hawkson. Actually, 100% valid, because he was affected with a virus that made him perpetually angry, and he wanted to, and and Shadowmoth was the only one who had the cure. Rocketeer, a little pathetic, because he doesn't trust his girlfriend, so, Wishmaker, I get it. I totally get it. Actually, wait, why did I put Sagomini in here? No, he goes in seriously, because I get it in one hand, but on the other hand, whatever. Simple Man. Pathetic. Chiling. Oops. Valid. Completely valid. There were a bunch of racist officers, and she was rightfully and unlawfully arrested. So, dumb. Dearest family, get over it. Your Marinette's growing up. They were all upset because they were trying to figure out the best way to do it. Mulak, also pathetic, because he was akumatized because he lost a penny down a drain. Enough said. Ephemeral, 100% valid. Totally understand it. Totally understand it. Totally makes sense. He was akumatized during the alternate timeline in which his father was which he found out his father was Shadowmoth. Yeah. Penalty. Well, okay. I'm gonna put it in seriously because on one hand, it's super pathetic, but on the other hand, she kind of was wanting to get akumatized. She wanted the soccer team to end. She wanted to show it to her family, or her friend, her classmates, sorry. And so she got akumatized for it. Yeah. Risk. Get over it. Your parents didn't want you to do something that could have possibly put you in danger. So yeah. Ikari doesn't. Ikari doesn't. Oh well. Well, I guess 100% valid because she was akumatized in order to test to see if the alliance rings worked. So I guess valid. But okay, the reasoning behind it was pathetic though. So I'm gonna put it in pathetic. Darker Owl, get over it. I understand. Ladybug was you already knew Ladybug was upset at you, and then when you thought Ladybug was like being upset at you again, then you were like, nah, I'm whatever, it doesn't matter. Manipula, 100% valid. Wholeheartedly will defend Manipula until the day I die. Andre Bajal was again abusing his power as mayor and was solely closing her thing because Chloe wasn't there as Queen Bee. That was it. So yeah, valid. Safari. Her cover story, she didn't really have a cover story. So I guess similarly to Catalyst, she's gonna go 100% valid because she akumatized on purpose. Pharaoh and Reunion, pathetic. Because he was under the impression that Alex was not, like, good. Or not, like, Ladybug wasn't good, and she sent Alex into Time Stream, like, without Alex's consent, basically. Glaciator and Elation, also pathetic. Yeah, pathetic. Because, oh my god, my OTP, again. Shut up. Kiku, get over it. Because you're gonna have people making fun of you all the time. Just get over it. Oh wait, hold on. Soul Crusher. Whoopsie, that was the wrong person. She's 100% valid. Chloe was insulting her. I was thinking of Soul Destroyer, who's gonna be in a get over it. Soul Crusher was Zoe. Yeah, 100% valid for Soul Crusher and Soul Destroyer, get over it. Ryuko Mori. 100% valid. So, if you haven't seen that episode, which, if you don't know, is the episode Perfection of Season 5, Ryuko Mori was about to let herself evaporate into the clouds. Anyway, Gold Record, also pathetic. Dark Humor, also pathetic. So, Gold Record and Dark Humor, they were akumatized, let's see, Gold Record was akumatized because Luca was refusing to sign paper, and Dark Humor was akumatized because everyone was rightfully angry at him for humiliating Marinette. Yeah, so both pathetic. Bug Fighter. It's gonna go in seriously. Actually, no, it's gonna go in totally get it because Bug Fighter actually makes so much sense. Like, there's no reason for Bug Fighter to have not gotten akumatized. Like, okay, sorry. Bug Fighter is an AI who is akumatized because it didn't want Ladybug to bring it back to humanity because she was under the impression that if she was brought back to humanity, she would kill more humans on accident. And so, yeah, makes sense. She just wanted to keep Ladybug away from her. Repost Prime. Repost Prime was akumatized because she... Oh, actually, why was she akumatized? I think it had something to do with the Marinette. Actually, you know what? I think it was a very similar reason to Oni-chan. So, Repost Prime is going to go and get over it. Because, again, Adrian does not belong to you. You guys have been not been dating anymore. And I also think, because Lila, it was Lila. It was Lila's fault. Vanisher from Adoration. Vanisher from Adoration was akumatized because... Oh, she was akumatized because Chloe was like, go away, you're not good, you're not useful, you're not good enough, blah, blah, blah. And so then she was akumatized. Again, 100% valid. Mitagi Gozan. Actually, it's kind of pathetic because she was akumatized because they found Argos, so Monarch akumatized her. But the thing is, Monarch, her like kind of like quote unquote cover was because she wanted to keep controlling Kagami. So yeah. Hoaxer, her cover was that she was mad at Marinette. Get over it. Reflector from Confrontation. Again, 100% valid. Like there, enough said. Enough said. Miss Sankulad. She was akumatized because she wanted, what was it? Oh yeah, because of the mayor. Actually, yeah, totally valid. Queen Mare. Queen Mare was yeah, actually that's well, actually 100% valid because she was, one, akumatized purposefully, and two, her akumatization actually helped her stay mayor for a while. So, you know. Night Tormentor, pathetic. And Miraculous, seriously? Because, okay, so Night Tormentor was akumatized because, again, the cover was that he didn't know where Adrian was, and he was under the impression that somehow Marinette got her. And Miraculous were all akumatized because they were under the impression that Ladybug and Noir had kidnapped Adrian and Kagami. Get over it, you guys. You guys don't even know who they are. But that is, yeah, wow, that is my tier list. That is my tier list. We have all of them in 100% valid. Totally get it. Seriously, get over it. That's pathetic. And our 4 Mr. Pigeon, which are both instances of Mr. Pigeon, Gigant Titan, and Feast. Yeah, this is my list. This is my thing. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and if you want to see more, let me know down in the comments, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye, everyone!